There's my drink. Hi all YouTubers, welcome back to MJ's Bar. Today's topic, wasps, spiders and mosquitoes should be banned. So before we all get started, everybody, thanks very much all the subscribers, we really appreciate it. Anybody new to the channel, please subscribe to the channel, smash a like on the video, click the little bell icon, it notifies you if we post a new video. Leave a comment below if you do want to leave a comment about a topic I can rave on about. We'll give you a shout out and we'll make a video on that topic. So let's get straight into it. Like I said, mosquitoes, spiders and wasps should be banned. So let's start out with culprit number one, mosquitoes. Bam. These things are basically vampires. We all know they suck blood, but they actually come out at night. And quite honestly, I think they should all be fitted with tiny little capes, you know. I mean, I'm glad they're not actually vampires, because if they were actually vampires, trying to stake them would be a nightmare. I mean, with tiny little things, you need like little tiny stakes, and to hammer them in, it's a good thing you can just swat them, because wow, if they're actually like, you know, the undead version of a vampire, like I said, getting stakes into those things, phew, I don't fancy your chances. So the most annoying thing about mosquitoes is that they ruin night times. If you live in a hot place like I do, okay, the only time you can really enjoy summertime, because you can't come out in the daytime because it's just like skin bubblingly hot. So at night time it cools down. It'd be nice to be able to go outside, sit on your porch, maybe have a drink and enjoy the evening. Can you? No. You spend your whole night, instead of drinking and having fun, you spend your whole night going like this and like this and like this and they're the most irritating thing, okay? You cannot enjoy your evening because these obsessed little bloodsuckers are flying around ruining your evening. In fact, get out of here. God, I enjoyed that. They love playing hide and seek. If you try to go to sleep with a mosquito flying around your bedroom, you just can't do it. Because it is like having a miniature, teeny tiny little vampire flying around your room, waiting for you to go to sleep so it can suck your blood. And when you turn on the light and get up and go and look for it, you can't find it. They're masters of hide and seek, mosquitoes. Then again, if you were going to get slapped with a hand the size of this house, you'd be pretty good at playing hide and seek as well. So eventually you just give up trying to find them, and you go back to bed, and you're just about to nod off, and you hear them take off again. Me, and it just gets louder and louder and louder until me, it lands straight in your earlobe. And then you have to get up and do that ridiculous sort of, you know, like this, and then it flies off and hides, and you turn on the light and try and look for them again, and they're gone. Like I said, masters of hide and seek. They have to go. Now we should either have them just removed from existence altogether, and we should replace them with something more useful. Maybe like a fantasy animal. I always wanted nifflers from Harry Potter. Those little tiny things look like moles that gather gold for you and dig up precious jewels and bring them to you. Can we just replace mosquitoes with those? That'd be great. Even better. Well, maybe not better than nifflers, but here's a good one. We should genetically engineer them. Note to any crazed scientist listening who works in genetics, don't ever do any of this ever. We just have to put up with them. But this is my fantasy, and if I want this done, so be it. So I'm thinking the best thing to do is, so when they sting you, it doesn't actually hurt or irritate you or leave a bump. It just makes you feel really good and happy and euphoric. Of course, that might encourage people to start actually getting them to sting you, and you just be standing outside going, oh yeah, hundreds of mosquitoes stinging you, and you just be feeling so happy. You probably just wander off into traffic or something. I should also think their stings shouldn't hurt, and it should do something even more useful, like lower body cholesterol and help with body image. You know, that way we wouldn't feel so bad about having our blood sucked without our permission. Okay, that leads us on to culprit number two. Wasps. What can you say about these things? These things basically just have a bad attitude. They're like little flying like muggers or bandits. They've got to go. See, the main problem with wasps is that unlike bees, they can multiply sting you. Bees, obviously, we all know that. They die when they sting you. So it's kind of like even on the score, you know. But wasps can multiply sting. It's clearly gone to their head. They need banning. They need removing because they're out of control. Now, I'm from England, and we've been punished in England with our wasps. Unlike most countries, we don't really have that many stinging insects or biting snakes or anything like that, but our wasps are super mean. They basically suck fun for a living. You try and have a picnic in England, you're going to have at least 7 or 8 wasps flying around. And they don't fly around your head, they like fly around ankle height. Always just slightly out of reach, always just like, you know, like on the periphery of everything, just trying to suck your fun away. 1 second, get away. Oh. So like I said, they're basically fun hunters. You try and have a good time, anywhere in the world, wasps are going to turn up and take the jam out of your donut. So, there's not a lot that can be said about wasps. They literally have no redeeming qualities whatsoever. Again, they should be banned. We should again replace them with something much more friendly, something that like flies around and makes nice soft little tunes as it flies around you. It doesn't really sting you, just sort of lands on you and greets you happily and says, "Hi, have a good day," and flies off. But no. Again, genetics is the only answer. What we should do is, every time they sting you, it hurts them worse than it hurts us. It's the only way. Even better, maybe we should just develop another animal that stings them back when they sting us. So this leads us on to culprit number 1, spiders. Wow, I mean, look at them. These things are just plain mean and terrifying. If they were the size of house cats, we would never exist. Nothing would exist except spiders and even more mean things that learned how to run away from spiders. They've got too many legs, they're too hairy, got nasty pussy backs, way too many eyes, and they're about as cuddly as a spider. They're just plain terrifying. Now people have crazy fears. You know, some people are like afraid of open spaces and are afraid of, you know, I don't know, like fish. When anybody ever says, "I'm afraid of spiders," I go, yeah, I'm not surprised, so am I. Why wouldn't you be? I mean, they're horrifying things. I understand it. That's like being afraid of sharks. It makes perfect sense. Best thing is, stay out of the ocean. Problem with spiders is, they're literally everywhere. You can't get away from them. They obey no personal space laws whatsoever. Doesn't matter where you go on the planet, there's usually a spider tucked up somewhere waiting for you going, "Ha, how you doing?" You can't get away from them. I mean, the good thing about sharks is I've got to go in the ocean. It's not like there's a shark waiting for me in my bathroom or something like that, but spiders, they're just everywhere. Horrifying. Another thing about spiders is their eating habits are appalling. It's not like a big cat which is going to grab you, suffocate you, and then start to eat you. And even if it slightly eats you alive, at least it's over pretty quickly. No, not with most spiders. And we all know spiders usually inject you with something that'll hurt like crap, paralyze you, and if you're small enough, it's just going to wrap you up and wait for you to soften a bit. And then it's sucking time. It's a nightmare, okay? No sci-fi or horror story has ever come up with anything that rivals a spider. And I mean, webs are terrifying things. Sticky nets waiting to grab its prey so they can't get away, and then the spider like makes its way really slowly and ominously towards them. What a nightmare creation. You ever run face first into a web in the middle of the night? It's horrible. You do that ridiculous like dance and you try and like shake this thing loose, and you know somewhere there's some 8-legged venomous pussy-backed nightmare about to crawl down your back and jab its fangs into your neck at any moment. They're horrendous things. They've got to go. Honestly, I don't even think they really need venom. I think even to another insect, spiders are so terrifying and just drop down dead. I need a drink. Anyway, get away. Jeez. Even by insect standards, spiders are ugly. I know insects aren't exactly the most beautiful things in the world. Well, some are really pretty, but spiders are just on another level. Now everybody's seeing things like praying mantises. Now admittedly, if a praying mantis was 6 foot tall, it would be a nightmare creation, no doubt about it, giant buggy eyes. But next to a spider, I'd have it take me out on a dinner date. Admittedly, I probably wouldn't make it to dinner before it grabbed me and ate me head first. So they've got to go. They should be wiped from existence. Harsh, but it's got to happen. If we've got to have spiders, they should be much cuter. I think they should always stay at least 10 feet away from you. So maybe we can just use genetic engineering. And again, note to crazy scientists, don't do any of this ever. But maybe we can just remove 7 of their legs, so they've only got 1 leg. That way they just have to like hop around. That way they may be still deadly, but they're going to have a lot of trouble catching me, and it'd be funny. Maybe go 1 leg extra, just have no legs at all. That way they just roll around, and when they get too close you can just flick them away. That'll teach them. So guys, that's it for them. Mosquitoes, wasps, spiders, gotta go. Go. I know it's harsh, but they serve no purpose. They just spend their time irritating us, and they've got to go. Maybe they should be just replaced by mythical animals. It'd be great having, unicorns and Pegasus and griffins and things like that, or even just fantasy animals like Nifflers. I think that'd make the world a lot happier and better. So that's it for another MJ's Bar. So thank you very much, all the subscribers. You guys rock. Please, if you haven't subscribed, subscribe, like, share, comment, do all those great things. Please hit the little bell icon so you get notifications of when we post another video. Channel 42 will be producing all kinds of content coming soon. We're going to have top fives, we're going to have reviews, we're going to have all sorts of stuff coming. We appreciate our subscribers. We're going to produce more content for you guys as much as possible. So have a great morning, have a great afternoon, have a great evening, have a good time. We'll be back real soon. We appreciate you guys. I was MJ. That was MJ's Bar. We'll be back again real soon. Thank you guys. Appreciate you all.